Hey kids, welcome to episode 7 of Stuff Dad Makes. We're going to be doing German chocolate caramel brownies. It's important to pronounce both A's in caramel. Get yourself a package or two of caramels, unwrap them, put them in a microwave safe bowl. You'll need chocolate chips, chopped pecans, sweetened condensed milk, and German chocolate cake mix. Why not brownie mix, Dad? Because not brownie mix. You also need a quarter cup of butter melted, and 9x13 pan with some Pam. First thing you do, I have the oven preheating to 350. Take out your cake mix. Make sure you get all the, if it's chunky or whatever. This one's pretty fresh, so it's not. Add your melted butter. Now I have a half cup measuring cup here, which is, I know, unusual for my recipes. But yeah, half cup of the sweetened condensed milk. And you're gonna want about 1/3 of a cup of it for your caramel sauce. So, a little more than half of a half cup. You guys know math. Some of you do anyway. You got those in there. Give it a bit of a stir and a mix. Now once you've got it pretty well mixed like this, you'll see it's kind of like a thick paste, like that. Grab your nuts. This is 2.25 ounces of chopped pecans. Just kind of mash them in. All right. Once you've done that, pan your dish. You're gonna take about half of this. Doesn't have to be exact. Put it in the pan. Press it down to a nice fine layer over the whole bottom of your 9x13. You can see, got a layer there of the batter, and I've still got some batter left over for later. This is gonna go in the oven for 8 minutes at 350. I'm not setting the timer quite yet because we're gonna do 30 seconds stir, 30 seconds stir on the caramels to make the caramel sauce. So again, you're gonna have to do some math. Every time you do that, 30 seconds off the 8 minutes, and then when you're stirring, maybe you set a timer for 30 seconds. We'll get back at you when the caramel sauce is ready. So I did 30 seconds nuke, 30 seconds stir, 30 seconds nuke, 30 seconds stir. There's still about 3 minutes left on the timer for the stuff in there, but as you can see, you've got a nice, no lumps, hot caramel sauce. And now we just need for that timer to go off and that first layer to come out. Pulling that layer out. As you can see, it's filled in the holes and baked up a little bit there. Take our hot caramel sauce and liberally drape it all over this layer. Try not to get too close to the edge, because then it'll bake onto the pan and it'll be harder to get out, even though you panned it. But you don't want to neglect your edges either, so it's kind of a fine line there. Gonna have caramel lake in the middle, which is fine. Now you can take your leftover batter, pull it out in chunks like this, flatten it out a bit. This will be another recipe that tastes a bit like my hand. And you put these over the top like so. You finish your top with all those. Now it's time for the chocolate chips. There's no real measurement on this either. Just kind of want a good smattering. All right, I'm back in the oven for 12 minutes. We'll show you what that looks like. Timer's gone off and we have brownies. You can see there, everything's puffed up and looks good. It'll take about 30 minutes for these to cool so that the caramel resets and all the chocolate turns back to chocolate and all that. So, and that's it. Award-winning Grandpa's Recipe German chocolate caramel brownies. Have some.